It is Sunday, March the 22nd. It is the local sports pod. We are live. We've begun softball season, as you can see. Gorgeous, gorgeous spring sky behind us. Just about 60 degrees. We are live from the Hazleton area softball field, just located beyond the campus of the Hazleton area high school. We are live. So glad to be with you all in the local sports pod. I want to welcome head coach Heather Nat with us. She's going to be with us for a little while. We're going to go through what's coming for the season. They've actually played a game already. We'll talk about that a little bit more as we go on. We have some selected players coming in as well. But before we get into anything quickly, I want to thank our sponsors. We'll touch on them a little bit more here as we get through the middle of the show. But quickly, R.L. Marchetti Plumbing and Heating, our good friend Randy Marchetti, always a get-go, always a give-in, always a yes. Barbush Automotive and BLB Auto Sales, Brian and staff, great people, again, have been on board with us since the beginning. And Farrow's Funeral Services, our good friends Jeff Farrow and Andy Piskel, always willing to lend a hand to our youth sports, our high school sports here in the Hazleton area. Quickly, before we begin, I want to say I'm very happy to be back. Thanks to Heather. We're getting into baseball later in the week. We'll touch on that quickly at the end of the show. Big thanks to Russ Kanzler. Again, we'll touch on that at the end of the show when we head that way. But today it is all about softball. Very excited to be here. This is a gorgeous facility. As you can see behind us, I believe Heather and I were just discussing, it's like pretty much 3 years old, right?
Yes,
it's,
2023, I believe.
Put in, and then they kind of added as they went along within that year into 2024 and pretty much put the finishing touches on it there in 25 and last year. And here we are. You can't ask for a more gorgeous facility. The turf is amazing. I want to run barefoot. Just very excited to be here, and especially to be able to bring our spring sports or a faction of our spring sports to you all. So I guess we're ready to rock and roll. As I mentioned, my good friend Heather Nat is here. She is the head coach of the Hazleton area Lady Cougars softball team. Have just gotten to know Heather recently, but so great to have you on. Thanks for coming on and doing this. We're going to do this a couple times throughout the year. Obviously, we can't do it every week. Schedules are insane between practice and games. And again, we'll get into the home and away schedule as we go on. But Heather, as we always do when we go first up here, tell us a little bit about yourself, your family history, not in depth, obviously, but your history. You were once a part of the team, Lady Cougar, here. Been the coach for quite a while, so give us the rundown.
Okay, I came into the Hazleton area Lady Cougar softball program in 2003. I was a freshman, graduated in 07, had a great career here, and after college, or after leaving high school, I went into college. I played 2 years for free at Lackawanna College, and then I decided to step away from softball and just focus on my career in teaching. So I went out to Lock Haven University and finished up there. And when I got back to Hazleton in 2012, I got hired as a teacher, a phys ed teacher. So I teach here 9th through 12th grade at the high school. And then I got introduced here with the Lady Cougar softball program as a head coach in 2016. Coached 3 years. I started my family, so I did have to step away. So I do have 3 children, Dante, Derek, and Demi. So they take up a lot of my free time that I have outside of softball. But as they got a little bit older, I kind of missed being here and being around our girls. So I came back to the program in 2024. So this is, again, my 3rd season back. And I'm happy to be back. I love hanging out with the girls and teaching them and kind of building our program and seeing it really grow. And just, soaking it all in, but I do have to give a shout out to my husband at home, Mr. John Nat. He is at home while I am here. I mean, I'm teaching all day and then 2.5 hour practices. He's at home with 3 kids. So I do have to give a shout out. He's cooking, he's cleaning. So he's doing all the mom work at home. So I'm really grateful, really grateful for him. So I do have to give him a shout out.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Heather, for giving us a little bit of your background. She's like, what do I say? I'm like, just do the whole rundown. Get a quick outlook here on this upcoming season. I know there was a game yesterday. We'll touch on it briefly. And I have to admit, the vibe I got, because I'm the sideline reporter with the YouTube, the vibe I got in the dugout, I can understand when you took time off, just your eagerness to want to get back. I know with having the kids and kind of progressing family-wise, you kind of miss it. And it was a pleasure just to hang out. This is just, my first time doing softball, baseball, with the crew. So it was definitely a pleasure. Your girls are great. Each one of them took the time to say, hey, hi. Some of them I know from the other sports that we've covered, but quite a vibe.
Yeah, they're really building team chemistry. Our seniors are really taking leadership roles. Bella Almeida, who you're going to meet here shortly, she planned, along with the other seniors, already a team bonding night. They went out to Bloomsburg and out of bounds. They had a night before our first game. They were bowling, laser tag, just building that team chemistry and being able to step on the field, play for each other with purpose and meaning behind it.
Cool. All right, so we'll touch on this 2026 season, just a general outlook as far as where this team is headed and the possibilities of what might and can happen.
We're showing areas of growth. We're sort of young, but we're sprinkled in with some veterans on the field. But again, we're here trying to compete and trying to have consistency at the plate as far as offense goes. Working in our timely hits, but again, we're just trying to show growth, and our goal as a team is just get better every day, so that way once postseason comes, we can have some meaningful games.
Right, and as I touched on earlier, first game was yesterday. Home opener was yesterday. Wasn't quite the results, but it was kind of a chilly day. But I must give it, and we talked about this in our post game yesterday, you and I. Bella Almeida just was unbelievable with her grit out here on the mound. And she did not falter once. Again, wasn't quite the the results we all wanted, but quickly touch on that as far as the home opener against Whitehall.
Whitehall is a great team, well known, and their pitcher well respected out in the Lehigh Valley. So for us to kind of keep it close, through halfway through the game, was very successful for us. So again, those moments of just keep it close, anything can happen. We can have a breakthrough, change of motivation, or momentum. But overall, I mean, we didn't have any errors truly.
No, there were no errors. Actually,
yeah, right. So you always have to look at the plus sides of things. Yes, do we have to work on things? Of course.
And it's only game one.
It's game one. We missed that on our first two scrimmages. So you're dealing with the first game jitters. Weather was cold, yeah. But overall, listen, it's an area of growth. I'm truly not unhappy with how we played. It's just getting those extra reps. So, just hoping we can hit stride in the middle of the season. So
yeah, like we said, it's only the first game, and it's a lot of good things. Like I told you again in our post game, a lot of bat on ball. It wasn't like they didn't do anything, and when they did get a whack, they got a whack. And again, Bella's performance on the mound was just
she's fantastic. I'm
the imagination
truly,
that I could have even seen.
I'm truly gonna miss her when she leaves us next year, but she is cool as a cucumber. We were talking about this yesterday. In any situation, she does not let anything bother her. She's got ice in her veins, and she's really been prepping in the off season, trying to get stronger, faster, hit her corners a little bit better, and work in that nice little off speed. She got a nice compliment from the umpire yesterday, and he's been around for years, and he has seen a lot of good pitchers come through our area. So, to receive that kind of compliment from him is huge.
Absolutely. Okay, so on that note, we're going to bring the girls in. Kelly, if you want to motion them in, we have Bella Almeida, who we had mentioned. Just come around the back, girls. To my left is the young lady we were just discussing a little bit. We'll get into her a little bit more. Bella Almeida, senior, joins us. And to our right, we have Bella Boyle, right?
Sophomore.
I got the names right. I screwed them up. You could ask my broadcasting course. She is a sophomore who played really well in yesterday's home opener as well. So, Coach, whoever you want to start with, give them your little bit of history, and then we'll talk to them a little bit.
Okay, so this is sophomore Bella Boyle. She is a fantastic athlete just overall. I mean, she could probably mention her field hockey career. and how successful she is there. But she's also super successful on the softball field for us. And she also kind of gives us depth as far as being versatile. I can put her at third base. I can put her in the outfield. She will play anywhere I ask her to play, and she is going to do it with meaning. So I really love her game and her passion behind it. So I'm really grateful for a player like Bella Boyle, especially being so young.
Right.
And she stepped in the lineup last year too as a freshman. So she's got it going on. She's very successful for us. So we're happy to have her.
Bella, give us your thoughts where you're at here in your sophomore year. Whether you like Coach Nat or not, I don't know.
No, I love Coach Nat. It's very exciting. I feel more confident going into my sophomore year in every aspect, school, softball. And softball helps so much with everything, just as a person and athlete. Like, it's an amazing sport. I'm so grateful that I get to play it with these amazing girls.
And the thing we always talk about too, I have so much respect just for you guys as kids, as students. I don't even really see y'all as kids. I've said that through basketball. I've said it through football. I mean, we have full-time jobs. Obviously, you're around them all day, but we both have full-time jobs. We have kids we have to take care of. We have those responsibilities as adults. But these kids, what time do you guys start now? 7 in the morning or 7:30? Right?
7:30.
So whether they ride a bus or they come to school, they're up super early before they even get here to start their day, as we all do. But just a lot of respect in that matter of fact. Then they go through all day at school, and then it's time for practice. If it's a road game, on the bus by a certain time, at the stadium or field by a certain time. Then they have to come home and they have to study, eat supper somewhere along the line. I mean, we all have our daily routines, but I've said it about our student athletes that it just blows my mind. Not to mention, we get rated by our families, maybe as parents or what we do, but the media, idiots like me come into play, which no negativity here at all, but always positivity. But papers, television, as the season goes on and the season progresses and which way it goes, they have all that to deal with on top of it. So as a sophomore, what are you, like 15 now?
Yeah.
I mean, that's 15 years old. That's crazy. We were just,
were
Coach Nat and I were
discussing
just talking about this the other day. That's only 5 years older than my oldest, and I mean, and right now she's at a stage where she's at the goofy stage. So it's like, and 5 years isn't that far away.
It's not. It's
So-
not.
So to deal with it as a sophomore on top of it all, or whatever grade they're in, is just unbelievable. So
And
congratulations.
she's maintained. Are you number one in the sophomore class?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go.
She is.
I mean,
She
that's
is all around 5-star athlete, academic athlete.
I'm lucky I was like number 1,000 and number one out of how many's in the class?
Like 1,100?
That's crazy. Number one in 1,100. That's insane.
Pretty incredible.
Good show. So I'm gonna take your mic. I'm gonna hand it over to you.
Oh,
Don't
thank
talk yet. So tell us about the other Bella. Double
This
B's here, right?
Yeah, I figured I'd make it easy for
Yeah,
you.
no. Heather knows my record with names. At least
That's
I got them right.
That's all right. This is our lovely senior Bella Almeida. She's been in the circle for us his last 3 seasons. I told Mike earlier before the girls stepped in, I am going to miss her dearly. But she is one of a kind. She keeps her calm and cool out there in the circle, and the girls can look to her. And she's just been an aspiration, like just lovely to see on the mound. I feel like my nerves can be calm when Bella is out there because I feel like she's going to stay calm.
Yeah, it's like you mentioned yesterday. The game seemed like it was getting out of hand, but at most points, it seemed like there was still a chance for the girls to come back. She was as cool as ice. I've told her that like 7 times.
And that's what I love so much about her. And then this year, she's really taken on the leadership role. We mentioned you guys starting the team with team bonding on Bloomsburg. So she's really taking on that leadership role, and I'm really proud of her.
So give us your thoughts, your senior year, right?
Being a senior is very bittersweet. Going from my past years of, focusing on every game, trying to get the best outcome, to now senior year, I've realized that I can just take the pressure off myself, and that's also what helped me keep me calm throughout that game last year. But yeah, it's just you just have to take every moment as it comes, and I'm learning now to have fun instead of being stressed about any other game, and I'm trying to teach my other teammates to have fun in the game but still be serious about it.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I had said to Coach Nan. I noticed yesterday, whenever your first game,
Mhm.
whenever it seemed like it was going to start to spin, I mean, you buckle down and you just, I mean, your grit yesterday was just unreal.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
So, all right. Well, there you have it. Two of the best refs Coach came up with here, and I think it was very well chosen. Bella's, not the Bella twins, but Bella Alameda and Bella
You don't know
Boyle.
who they are.
No, they have no idea. So, but we do.
You can Google them when you go.
They kind of look nothing alike either. And why I said that, I'm an idiot. But it's okay. That's what we do. We have fun here. So thank you, ladies. You are free to go. I'll take that back if you guys want to filter out. There you have senior Bella Alameda and sophomore Bella Boyle. Heather, I'm going to give you a quick breather here as I go through our sponsors, and then we'll touch on what's coming up here as far as schedule wise. I know we have a home game coming up Wednesday again. But quickly, we want to, as I had mentioned in the beginning of the start here, we quickly want to thank our sponsors. As always, R.L. Marchetti Plumbing and Heating, serving our area for over 110 years. Our good friend Randy Marchetti providing emergency service along with scheduling. The weather is getting weird again. It's cold one week, it's warm the next. You can have any kind of problems within your heating, your refrigeration system, or you're just preparing as it is spring. We have a gorgeous day, as I had mentioned out here. Couldn't ask for a nicer day to do this. Whether it's today at 5 o'clock, and Randy will get with you to get in there in a considerable amount of time, or if you just would like to schedule something, please give them a call at 570-455-7335. Again, serving the Hazleton and surrounding areas for over 110 years. R.L. Marchetti Plumbing and Heating. Randy, can't thank you enough. Your staff as well for buying into the local sports pod and what you do in the community and surrounding areas, helping everybody out. It's fantastic stuff. We'll get a little deeper as we get into our next episode. They usually sponsor our players of the episode. We haven't quite worked on that yet because we're still in the crossover from basketball now to spring sports. Barbush Automotive and BLB Auto Sales, located at 299 Route 940, Harley, Hazel Township. Brian and staff, give us a call. We do it all. On the automotive side, emergency repairs, schedule repairs. I know inspections are coming up, service on the vehicle, whether it's anything from an oil change to an engine replacement. Give us a call. We do it all. Is their motto, Barbush Automotive. Both located on the same premises, as well as BLB Auto Sales. Barbush Automotive on the repair side, 570-454-7571. BLB Auto Sales, perhaps you're had a bad winter. You're in the mix for a slightly newer used type good vehicle. These are the guys to get in touch with. Give them a call at 570-861-8393. Also, as I mentioned, both the automotive repair and the auto sales are located on the same site, Route 940 in Harley Hazel Township. If going to look at the cars in person is not your thing, maybe you just want to check things out, their entire inventory on the BLB Auto Sales side is listed at www.barbushauto.com. You can check out their entire inventory, anything from cars to trucks to maintenance vehicles. Please give them a call at 570-861-8393 or check them out at www.barbushauto.com. Again, located at 299 Route 940 Harley Hazel Township. Both locations on the same site. Big thanks to Brian and staff again. Another group that just says, what are you doing next? Or I can walk in the place or call and say, Brian, here's what we're doing. Okay, we're in. So again, big thanks to Barbush Automotive and Repair and BLB Auto Sales. And finally, our good friends, Firo's Funeral Services, another big sponsor of ours. They're going to handle our crossover. Paul Bowe from the Hazleton Area School District YouTube is going to join us at times. They help us bring our guests on and take care of that whole thing and add a little more insight as to what we discussed with Coach Nat or who's ever on the panel. Since 1892, they've been serving our area at 26 West 2nd Street here in Hazleton, 570-454-1561. When the family is in that time of need, these are the fine folks to call. They will put you in the right direction and where you need to go with it. Our good friend Jeff Farrow is the rector. Our good friend Andy Piskel, supervisor. Again, Farrow Funeral Services Incorporated, serving the Hazleton area since 1892. 26 West 2nd Street, Hazleton, 570-454-1561. And as we begin the spring sports season, obviously with softball, we're going to be getting into baseball later in the week. If you're looking for a sponsorship quickly, a way to push your business or your specialty, especially with the weather getting nicer, whatever you do, I'm sure wraps around it somehow. Please feel free to give us a call here at the local sports pod. You can call personally 570-778-5942 or PM on or DM us on Facebook, the local sports pod. Again, if you're just looking for that little extra push, we can be of great service. We do a nice deal here. So, all right, Heather, we're going to quickly get into what's coming up here and kind of just a general overview of some of your opponents being non-league in league. But we'll quickly start with the next game. And we're asking everyone to please come out and support. I know it's a little earlier in the afternoon, but friends of the family of the players, anybody interested, there were a lot of people at this complex.
We usually do get a pretty good showing.
Yeah, I
we
mean,
have
the people
a good fan
along
base.
the Karen in the
Oh yeah,
outfield.
our community is Hazleton strong.
For
We
a
travel well.
For a 55-degree day, I could not believe people are hungry. I think just to get out.
Yeah,
And that's what it's about. But next home game, Wednesday, West Scranton comes to the Hazleton area. 4:15 start right here at Hazleton Area Cougars softball complex stadium. Quickly, your thoughts on the upcoming game on Wednesday?
Wednesday is going to be another tough one. I think similarly, we're going to see pitching wise, it's going to be very similar. So that's all going to be our prep these next few days in prep for West Scranton. And again, just clean up those areas that we saw or a need on from Saturday's game. But they're going to be tough. You know, they just beat up on Wilkes-Barre. So, and they're in our district for 6A. So we really got to come ready to play and be laser focused for them.
Yeah. And speaking of the non-league, I went kind of jotted down we have coming up. And it seems like a beefed up schedule to get you ready for that, postseason, the district and so on. Berwick in a couple of weeks. Forest City, I don't know if we mentioned that, was supposed to come, right?
Yeah,
I don't know if
we're
we're
looking to get them back into the schedule.
South Williamsport, Cumberland Valley, Blue Mountain, down in Schuylkill Valley or Schuylkill League, I think. Just a lot of, like I said, just kind of a beefed up non-league, and some of it happens right in the middle of league play as well.
It does.
Cumberland Valley's coming in.
Yeah.
Always a tough one down League Valley as well. So.
Oh yeah. I mean, we used to back in the day always scrimmage and go down that way down south. A, because it's warmer.
Right.
But B, it's just a good idea to get you a feeling of where you're at.
Right.
So again, I mean, yeah, we try and load up in those non-conference games, but our conference is still tough these days.
And us, yeah.
So we really don't have a game where we can sit back with our feet up. They're going to be challenged every game.
And like I said, some of these Blue Mountain happens in the middle of conference play. Cumberland Valley, like I had mentioned, and then you get into league, six monsters if you want to kind of speak on it that way. Dallas, Tunkhannock, Wyoming Valley West, Crestwood, Wilkes-Barre area, Pittston. I mean,
they're loaded. It's tough. It's a tough conference these days. That all of these girls in this local area have really improved with the bats, the pitching. So it's nice to see our conference, because years ago our conference was always not that great, not as loaded as it is now.
Right.
So we always had to go down south to the Lehigh Valley to play better competition. But now we're seeing that competition in our regular season games, so
And-
which is nice.
You talk about a Wilkes-Barre area. I mean, they've just merged in the last couple of years. So, I mean, obviously turns them into much of a powerhouse.
Right.
You know, obviously when we merged, it kind of happened here with Freeland, West Hazelton back in the day. But, you know, it filters down into the junior highs and such. I know we had the JV team here. They wanted to come on the podcast. So I said, we'll work on it down the road. But I mean, you see how the program builds itself, you know, through the different levels. And you look at, like I said, like a Wilkes-Barre area. I mean, Crestwood's always been there. Pittston's always been there. Valley West, I think, is a couple different ones that they've always been.
Yeah, there's
So, I mean, it's and Dallas is always just Dallas as far as that goes. And
Yeah.
you mix Tunkhannock in there. And like I said, when you mix these non-league powers that you're bringing in here or you're heading to,
it's tough.
it really,
it's a
like
tough
you said,
schedule,
they can't keep their feet up and relax.
Right.
So, but all right, well, we made it through. I told you it wasn't that bad. We want to thank Heather and the girls for taking the time. I want to thank the school district for letting us in to do this. As always, Freddie Boyletta, our athletic director, Kathy Brogan, assistant athletic director, Bob Schnee, associate athletic director, just the grounds and leaving us in and being able to do this. It is a Sunday. It was picture day. The girls look great.
Yep.
You know, doing all their little. We needed some fire though. That's what I always said. But
Smoke.
yeah, a little smoke and fire. But
Excellent.
quickly thank our sponsors again: RL Marchetti Plumbing and Heating here in Hazelton, Barbush Automotive, BLB Auto Sales out on Route 940 Harley Hazel Township, and Firo's Funeral Home here in Hazelton. Again, we could not bring our content to you. We could not do our thing, so to speak, without their help. Again, Heather, I'll quickly touch on the next home game, which is this coming Wednesday, the 24th, 4:15, here at the Cougars softball field. If you can't get out, it's supposed to be similar to today.
I
A
don't
little
think
bit,
it's sunny.
yeah, a little bit cloudier, but if it warms up from the morning, we might be in the lighter stuff like we are now.
Yeah,
Instead of
yeah.
yesterday, we were a bit bundled up there. I wanted one of your coats. You have the long
Oh,
coats for
yeah,
the girls. That
yeah.
would have been great. I have to huddle up in the creepy corner of the dugout, but it should be a nice day if you can get out to support. We also will be broadcasting live, as we will all the home games, on the Hazelton Area School District YouTube at HASDK12. You'll find the link and the link to the game on there. Paul Bowen, the play-by-play, the coach Rich Zalonis, one of the best analysts you'll ever hear, and myself on the sidelines, as I mentioned, huddled up in the corner. Maybe Heather will get me a jacket, and I'll be a little bit warmer. But that happens this Wednesday, the 24th, 4:15 p.m. right here at Cougar Softball Field. Again, want to thank everybody, our producer, director, graphic. She does everything. I just come by and look pretty, and it's not that pretty, folks. Not on a Sunday anyway. A big thanks to her, and especially to you, whether you're with us live now. I know it is a Sunday, church, the family thing. But we're always there to catch us as we go along. I'm sure the girls from the hits I got this morning will be going back with their families later today and checking things out. So always a blast. And like I say, as always, please remember to view, follow, share, like, comment. We are on YouTube, The Local Sports Pod, Facebook at The Local Sports Pod, and the highlights from the show always on Instagram, instagram.com. All lowercase, The Local Sports Pod. Heather, again, thanks so much.
Thank you
Looking
so
forward
much.
to a great season.
Thank you.
It's always fun to get together with these people and just kind of make things grow just a little bit extra. So we're going to wrap it up now on a sunsplash, beautiful day here smack dab in the middle of Hazelton at Hazelton Area Softball Field. Mike Sosar signing out. And as always, let's go Cougars.